Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're jumping into a technology that's literally giving every single farm animal a digital voice. It's transforming how we think about their health, their happiness, and well, our entire food supply. So to really get why this is such a huge deal, we've got to start with a problem that is honestly as old as farming itself. Think about it. For centuries, farming has relied on visual checks and basically managing the group as a whole. The big problem with that is, by the time you can actually see that an animal is sick, the illness is probably already pretty advanced, and it might have even started to spread. And this, right here, lays out that monumental shift perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, reactive, herd-level care based on just looking around. But on the right, with precision farming, everything becomes proactive and individual, all driven by a constant stream of data. It's the difference between just fixing problems and actually preventing them from ever happening.
So what's the incredible technology that's making all this possible? It's called the digital twin, and it's giving every single animal a personalized virtual counterpart. The key phrase here is continuously updated. This is not some static 3D model you look at once. Oh no. You have to think of it as a living, breathing digital copy that exists right alongside the real animal, mirroring its health and its behavior, second by second. And this whole process creates this incredibly powerful feedback loop. As you can see, it all kicks off with wearable sensors. Think smart collars or ear tags, collecting data around the clock. That data is then used to update the virtual twin in real time. And then the AI gets to work, analyzing that twin to find patterns. The crucial part? If anything seems off, the farmer gets an immediate, actionable alert sent right to their phone.
Okay, so let's dig into the first, and you could argue the most important benefit of this system, how it is completely revolutionizing animal health and welfare. This is where it gets really powerful. Because the system is monitoring an animal 24/7, it can spot these subtle little changes that the human eye would totally miss. A slight spike in temperature, a change in eating habits, or maybe a little less time spent chewing cud. To us, that's just noise. But to the AI, that can be the very first whisper of an illness like mastitis in a cow. The system flags this days before any physical symptoms show up, which means you can give targeted treatment to that one animal, and that dramatically cuts down on the need for mass antibiotic use across the whole herd. And that's really the core idea. We're moving into an era of personalized healthcare, but we're doing it on a massive agricultural scale. Every single animal gets its own dynamic, lifelong health record. But it goes even deeper than just tracking physical health. What's truly fascinating is how this tech is basically giving us a window into an animal's emotional world.
And this is absolutely groundbreaking. I mean, for centuries, we've only been able to guess. But now, instead of stressful things like taking blood samples to measure stress hormones, AI can non-invasively interpret an animal's emotional state. Just think about that. It's learning to read animal body language at scale, analyzing facial expressions, the tiniest shifts in posture, even the way an animal is moving its tail, to figure out if it's feeling fear, stress, pain, or comfort. This lets farmers create environments that don't just stop sickness, but actively promote well-being.
So, beyond the animal's health and happiness, this incredibly detailed, data-driven approach has a massive impact on the farm's efficiency and, let's be honest, its bottom line.
And the numbers here, they really speak for themselves. As you can see, farms that are putting these systems in place are reporting some pretty incredible benefits. We're talking up to a 30% reduction in resource waste and a potential 20% bump in their total yield.
This level of precision just optimizes every single part of the farm. With precision nutrition, feed can be tailored to an individual animal's specific needs, which cuts way down on waste. When you're talking about breeding, that health history can be combined with genetic data to pick the absolute best pairs for stronger offspring. It all leads to healthier animals, higher quality products, and a more sustainable, more profitable operation.
So when you zoom out, what does all this mean for the bigger picture of agriculture?
This is so much more than just a new tool. It's a fundamental change in the entire philosophy of farming. By giving a unique digital identity to each and every animal, we are moving away from a world of simply reacting to problems. We are entering an era of proactively preventing issues and constantly optimizing for the best possible outcome for everyone involved.
This kind of technology not only makes farming smarter, but it also fosters a deeper, more empathetic connection to the animals in our care. It's bridging a gap, giving us insights that were just never possible before. And that leaves us with a fascinating question to think about. As we continue to listen to what these animals are telling us through data, how is that going to change us?